In this video, I will show you easy and very useful wallbang timings on Dust2. If the CTs just go for a standard mid-cross every round without using a smoke, as shown in this clip, you shouldn't use any wallbang timings, as you should be able to just hit crossing enemies. If mid is smoked like this and CTs cross without waiting a few seconds, you can try to kill them by shooting at around 152. CTs could also cross mid behind the smoke and not by going directly through the smoke. If you expect enemies to do this, you should delay your shot and aim a little higher. In this clip you roughly see where you have to aim. Should the enemies wait before crossing, this timing is obviously useless and you should rather use timing 3 or 4, which I will show in the following clips. Around 153 to 152, CT players usually start appearing mid behind the double doors. As you can see, CTs are still pretty close together, even if one of them decides to cross far from the doors, whereas another one chooses to cross closer to mid doors. This means you have a good chance to hit a CT, sometimes even two, if they line up like this, which is not very unlikely.
Our mission is simple. Take them out.
This was a lineup and timing to hit an enemy that plans on crossing closer to mid doors. Next is a lineup and timing to hit a CT that plans on crossing further at the back.
Our mission is simple. Take them out.
In order to simply hit as many shots as possible without necessarily giving headshots, you should aim just below and a little to the left of the circle. Now let's talk about timings for CTs. For CTs, there's basically just one useful timing you should try to learn, and it only works if the terrorists rush suicide. This is especially useful if you know the Ts have a lot of mid pressure and you know you can't contest mid doors without getting shot by an AWP. The specific time window you have to reach is when the terrorist is running between the boxes and the wall in suicide. If you don't arrive in time, it's basically useless to try to wallbang the guy rushing mid.
Let's go, let's go! Terrorists win.
It may look hard to get in the correct position consistently, but it's actually easy. You have to hug the wall a bit on the right side of the little window, and you don't need to be 100% accurate. You can try this out yourself in a custom server. Just remember to have a good spawn as CT, otherwise you're not in time. There is also another position for this same wallbang, which I'll show next.
Let's go, let's go!
This is the positioning and lineup. You can use the two black dots as a guideline. Remember, you need to have a good spawn for all of these wallbang timings and you need to know them by heart to use them successfully. You can't take forever to get the lineup correct before firing your shot. Should I notice that people enjoy this type of video, I may do a wallbang timing video for another map in the future. You could also recommend a map that you would like me to do this type of video for by using the comment section.